Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna start with some warm-ups. Our first is going to be standing twists. You're gonna go ahead and stand right slightly behind your trapeze. You're gonna grab your middle handles with an open hand grip. Standing here with your your feet hip width apart, arms slightly out in front, and keeping your body straight towards the wall in front of you. You're just gonna gently open, left arm to the back, right arm to the back. And we're gonna do 3 of those each side. Arms right out in front of you, and then 1 to the back. Perfect. And feel that stretch across the upper body. Great. Fantastic. All right, the next move we're going to do are our dynamic lunges to help warm up the lower body. So we're going to start just behind your trapeze, and you're going to grab your upper handles, your highest handles, and grab a parallel grip. So your knuckles are going to be facing inward to one another, and you're going to have a 90-degree bend in your arms. Feet hips width apart, standing up tall. Inhale, you're gonna lift your right leg up, step forward into a lunge, let your arms straighten, pull yourself back up and down. Let's do 2 of those on each side. So we have our parallel grip. Bring your elbows in maybe just a little bit to face the front, perfect. And inhale, take a big step forward. And we're lunging, so we're bending that right knee, straightening out the arms. Exhale, step back. Perfect. Beautiful. Being mindful of your knee and where it is going over your toes. This looks great. Bending, perfect. Great. 1 more. Fantastic. All right, we're going to start moving into our pulling poses. So we're going to work on our inclined row. I'm going to have you grab the middle handles here. You're going to have a parallel grip, so your knuckles again are facing each other. Then what you're going to do, hips, feet hip width distance from one another. You're gonna sit back almost into a chair position and then straighten out your legs, and you're gonna have your toes to the sky, on your heels, lower down, pull yourself up. Okay. All right, and let's see if we can do 2 of those. These can be tricky, so if you need to have a little bend in the leg to support, that's okay, but we really wanna try to make it enough. So before we go down, we have a parallel grip. So like this. There you go. Perfect. And then kind of sit back like you're sitting in a chair, and you're gonna let these get straight. Perfect. And then when you're ready, pull up. Great. And back down. And 1 more. Lifting your hips if you can. Perfect. And now you can come forward. Well done. Great job. Take a moment to shake it out. Shake out your arms. Shake out the legs. Take a couple deep breaths. The next thing we're gonna do is move into our core poses. And so we're gonna do ab squeezers. So you're going to start just behind your trapeze. We're gonna grab the middle handles here. You're gonna have an open hand position, so your fingers are gonna be nice and spread. Your arms are gonna be out just in front of you. Feet or hips width apart. You're gonna make sure your core is engaged, your pelvis is tucked, and then you're just gonna lean until you feel good core engagement, and back. Okay, let's do 3 of those, and just lean until you feel comfortable so that you still feel supported, but you're definitely pressing into your ground. Spread your fingers nice and wide, perfect. Great, 1. Let's do 2 more. Perfect. Fantastic. All righty. We're going to move into our traction poses now.
Okay.
So I'm going to hang up the sling here. All right. I'm doing a safety check. I'm going to have you stand just behind your trapeze and give it a good pull. Do a safety check for me. Perfect. Alrighty, so now I'm going to have you come to the front of the trapeze, and you're going to make a butterfly position with your hands at your lower back, and then kind of make your way to grabbing the material, the fabric back here, and kind of spread it out so you can sit in it comfortably. I can help you out here. Here, this is the back. There you go. Perfect. Great. And scoot back just a little bit. There you go. You don't want to cover too much of your leg here, so maybe a little bit back. There we go. Okay. I'm going to stop and see swinging.
Okay.
All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to give you, you're going to grab onto your longest handle on each end here. Perfect. There you go. Okay. Fantastic.
The handle or the?
Just the fabric here, the longest one.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're moving into something called traction Jackson. It's going to help us open up and kind of elongate the spine. Okay. So when you're ready, you're going to bring your toes out just until you can see them. And then you're going to bring your the top of your body down and watch your toes as you bring your legs up. And then V your legs. And then wrap them around. You can come around this way and wrap them around.
This way?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Perfect. There we go.
Yeah. Good. Got it.
Not so delicate.
There you go. And then when you're ready, you can slowly draw your hands down the fabric here.
Okay.
Beautiful. And then if you're comfortable, you can release your arms and grab alternating elbows above your head. Perfect. So yeah, there you go.
Ta-da.
Feel a nice traction?
Yeah.
Great. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work into something called Banana Man. So you're going to release your arms, place your hands on the ground, and then bring your hands to meet mine right over here. Walk yourself, walk. Almost like you're in a downward facing dog. You okay?
Yeah.
Walk them out, straighten your arms if you can, perfect. Drop your head here, but keep your arms nice and straight. Inhale, exhale. Great, and now when you're ready, you can walk back and meet me over here. I'm gonna have these fabrics ready for you to hold on to help pull yourself back up. Great, unhook your feet here. Well done, and then bring them down as you bring your top body up. Perfect. And now wrap your arms around the trapeze and rest your forehead. Perfect. Take a couple breaths there. How are you feeling? Any dizziness?
Nope.
Great. Take a couple breaths, and then when you're ready, you can gently move yourself off the trapeze into a standing position. Great. We're going to move into back bend and shoulders now.
Okay.
So we're going to do something called the Titanic, where you're going to go ahead and just bunch up your fabric, and then you're going to rest it just below your shoulder blades, maybe where your bra line would be. Okay, so go ahead and do that for me. Check it. Perfect. And then when you're ready, you can kind of walk back a little bit and then start to lean into the trapeze.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Oh, fun.
Let your arms hang out, strong behind you. Perfect. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling, exhaling here, feeling a nice stretch across the upper body. All right, when you're ready, bringing your arms back in, pulling yourself forward. Great, you can come out of the trapeze, letting it just kind of hang behind you. We're gonna move into our mobility and balance poses now. So let's start with pigeon, one of my personal favorites. So you're gonna start behind the trapeze. We're gonna make sure the clips are down. You're gonna kind of open up the kind of hammock part of your trapeze. Bending your right leg, you're gonna place your knee kind of down into the trapeze, making sure your ankle is supported here. Grabbing on to the above the clips in your trapeze, you're just gonna lean yourself forward. Inhale, exhale, and get a nice deep hip stretch. And let's just do one on each side. Perfect. Great. And then grabbing on right here and right here.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then just lean forward. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, and when you're ready, push back up. And we'll do it on the other side.
Okay.
Perfect. Help it here, got it. Well done, making sure that knee and ankle are kind of pulled into that opposing hip. There you
There
go.
we go. Okay.
And just lean in. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, pushing back up, you can unhook that leg. And we're going to move into warrior two.
Okay.
So, if you don't mind, I'll just show you. You're going to bunch up your fabric, okay, lifting one leg and place it kind of just above the knee, kind of on the bottom end of your thigh. And then you're going to just lean forward, keeping this front knee bent. You're going to pivot your back toes so that they're facing the opposite wall, and your arms straight and long, warrior two. Make sure we're grabbing onto it, perfect. Make sure we're bunching up the fabric so it's covering the leg. Beautiful. I actually want to have it a little lower.
Yeah, that's probably gonna go better there.
There you go. Perfect. And when you're ready, make sure your toes are facing that opposite wall. Beautiful. Lunge. Try to keep this back foot perfect. And then, if you can, sending those arms straight through. Perfect. Inhale, exhale, and you can grab your hand, pull yourself back, and do it all on the other side.
Okay.
Perfect. Straightening this front leg. Oops, you can bend it a little more. Perfect. Yep. Take your time. Get your balance. Perfect. Beautiful. You can go on ahead and come right on out of that. And then we're gonna move into twists and folds.
Okay.
So, what we're gonna do is take a seat here on the floor.
Facing?
Go ahead and just facing the front of the room here.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove the hammock or the trapeze. Perfect. So, and you're gonna wanna move yourself maybe slightly behind these handles here. Perfect. Legs straight out in front of you. Wonderful. What you're going to do is you're going to, let's hold these down, these handles here. Bend this, open hand,
Okay.
and just forward fold.
Like this?
Perfect, yep. Keeping your head low, beautiful. Take a few inhales and exhales here. Wonderful. And then when you're ready, straighten up your spine nice and tall, and we'll move into a seated twist, kind of a full circle,
Okay.
where we started with standing twists. So you're gonna keep your arms straight out in front of you, just with this one arm, bring it back behind, yep, inhale, exhale, other side. Let's do that 2 times each side. Beautiful. Fantastic. And now you can release the handles, and we're going to move into our final relaxation. So I'm going to have you on your other side pull this black handle up, so it's kind of out of the way. Great. And then I'm going to help you hook your ankles into the straps. So perfect. You got that one. Great. Just resting there on your ankle. This one as well. And when you're ready, you can lie supine for our final relaxation pose. face up. Perfect. Let the trapeze straps here completely hold your legs. Inhaling, exhaling. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you.